Yeah, this is another one of those weeks where I totally forgot to think of an intro.
Alright, that's a little bit of dead air right from the get-go.
What you gonna do, I guess?
What you gonna do when the missing intros come for you?
Welcome to Under the Bridge, everybody.
Welcome to Under the Bridge.
I'm Cody, aka the Scarlet Troll.
And I'm Greg, aka Greg.
Did you stumble on your name?
Just slightly.
Great. I mean, I didn't have an intro, who am I to talk? Anyways, this is our podcast where we talk news of the pop culture variety. Sometimes gaming news, sometimes comic news, pretty much always movie news, and also pretty much always a movie review.
Bad boys! Bad boys! Sorry.
You'll find out why that's funny later. This week, though, we got a little something for everyone. Fun for the whole family.
Fun for the whole freaking family, indeed.
Because Summer Game Fest was this weekend.
And so was Microsoft's Xbox Game Showcase.
And I barely paid attention to one and didn't pay any attention to the other.
And I did not pay any attention to one and barely paid attention to the other as well.
And it was different ones for each of us. Well done, us.
Yes, indeed. We're so good at this.
Like, comment, subscribe for more quality content.
More quality journalistic tomfoolery like this.
I never claimed to be a journalist.
Fair.
I prefer to think of myself as a commentator.
You know what? I agree with that.
I don't break the news. I just talk shit about it.
We don't break the news, but we break people wanting to learn about the news.
Yeah. Good times. Anyways, do you want to start with the game showcase, or...?
Yeah, I mean, it was a thing. God almighty. So here's the thing about the game showcase for me. Everyone else who's been, reacting to this has been eating it up. Yeah, this was a great showcase. This was excellent. All the doom and gloom we've been talking about Xbox, it's man, it looks like they're on the up and up. And I'm just sitting here I must be the asshole in this situation, because I really was not horrifically excited about a lot of stuff here. Even though it's not exactly something I'm particularly excited for, the thing that is most noteworthy, considering the waves it may or may not make across the industry as a whole, we got the reveal for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which, whoop-de-doo, I guess, to be... Yes, because Black Ops Cold War was 5. And I think I broke Cody.
Continue.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I also think it's a little silly, but hey, what can you do? We confirmed that, the game is coming out. It's coming out October 25th. It is set in 1991 during the Persian Gulf War, which is, to be completely honest, the only part of the game from a game standpoint that I am even remotely interested in. I am genuinely a little bit morbidly curious to see how they portray that. And it'll be easy for me to experience because Microsoft announced that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be a day one launch on Game Pass. So anyone who has Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass, I imagine, will be able to play the game day one as it comes out. And Phil Spencer also mentioned that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will have parity across all platforms. Whatever the hell that means.
I blanked out partway through because I heard people will be able to play the game day one when it comes out, and I was just thinking, I should think that's a feature of all games, that you're able to play it day one.
Welcome to the world of subscription video games, where now your ability to play them the day they launch comes with a couple different asterisks. Because if you have it on Xbox, you get to play it from the get-go for free. Well, as long as you have Game Pass Ultimate, that is. But yeah, if you have Game Pass, you get to play it from the get-go for free. I am going to assume,
that was the missing piece of context that I zoned out for, because I just do not care about Call of Duty.
No, that's completely fair. Like I said, Phil Spencer mentioned that the game will have complete parity across platforms. I don't really know what that's going to mean in the greater context of things. When PlayStation had and not so much exclusivity, but the preferential rights to Call of Duty for a few years, there were certain features that were locked to, the PlayStation version of the game. The one that I know of off the top of my head is Modern Warfare 2019 had effectively a horde mode that was only available on PlayStation for the first year of the game's existence, which, the way Call of Duty works, what that means is that PlayStation had an exclusive horde mode for the entirety of the game's existence.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think there were a couple other things as far as, certain content and whatever, but who really cares at the end of the day? Yeah, so that's kind of the big thing. This is going to be one of those things where I feel like this is going to be really the ultimate test of the future of subscription-based Game Passes. Because this is Microsoft saying, literally the biggest video game IP on the planet, no matter how much the two of us hate it, This is going to be free to play as long as you are in our subscription ecosystem the second the game launches. And you also have access to, like, the beta version of the game and anything that's, like, not locked to actually pre-order the game. You have that from the get-go.
Or until we pull it. Which, considering what it is, and considering Call of Duty is now a first-party Xbox IP, which is such a cursed sentence to say out loud. Who's to say? Yeah, I genuinely think this is going to be one of those things that's, if this doesn't do massive things for Game Pass, I think / hope, in all honesty, that the whole subscription-based games as a service or games on demand thing probably won't go very long. Or at the very least, it won't go for very long on Microsoft's side. Yeah.
Beyond that, there were a couple of things that did kind of get like ooh, that's neat out of me. We're getting Gears of War E-Day, which is a prequel to Gears of War.
E3 Day?
Oh, don't you
Back in the before times?
Shut up. Well, I mean, in the case of Gears of War, that is the case, because it's taking place as the alien invasion starts in the Gears of War universe.
Okay.
We're getting Doom the Dark Ages, which, okay, this game does actually look pretty badass. It is literally...
Oh, I heard about that one.
I
like that idea.
It is medieval Doom. And it's dope as hell. It looks dope as hell. One of the weapons that they showcased, the ammunition for this weapon, is literally the skulls of the demons that you have killed. You put the skull into what is effectively the magazine of the weapon, and you kind of turn it like an old Gatling gun, and the weapon chews up the skull and shoots the fragments out at other demons, and it looks badass.
Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is coming out on other platforms. I would be shocked if this is once locked to Xbox. We got that. We got another trailer for the upcoming Fable reboot being done by Playground Games, the same studio who makes the Forza Horizon games, as well as the remaster of the original Perfect Dark as well. So...
Oh, yeah, I saw the usual crowd complaining about the main character's design online.
Yeah, we don't care about them. Yeah. Oh, and we also got to look at gameplay for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That is actually this game's name, and it's a dumbass name.
That's a really dumb name.
It's not a great name. But yeah, this is like the new Bethesda and Lucasfilm IP.
I think every single mocking name I had for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny leading up to its release was better than the Great Circle.
Yeah. And you know what's funny about that? I genuinely forgot that this game was being made, because when it showed Bethesda and Lucasfilm, I immediately went, oh, Bethesda's making a Star Wars game. And then my coworker says, like, no, this might be the Indiana Jones game. It's like, oh, that's right, that is a thing. Oh, okay.
In before the Great Circle refers to the game disc.
Yeah. That would be funny.
Check the back of the CD case.
Yeah, it would be something if, like, the physical disc for this game is just a blank white disc with a black circle on it. That would genuinely be kind of funny. But yeah, so as far as game stuff, those were the things that had my interest the most. It was also shown that there is going to be a digital-only version of the Xbox Series X. Why? I don't know. I genuinely do not know what slot that is trying to fit into, because it's one of those things where the way I see it, that console, unless they price down the Series S significantly, an all-digital Series X does actually make the Series S completely obsolete. So I don't get what's going on there. It looks exactly the same, it's just that it doesn't have a disk drive and it's white, and there is also going to be a special edition 2TB Series X, because of course there is.
You know, I don't generally consider myself a boomer, but in matters of gaming, I absolutely do, at least in terms of distribution and the creation of it and that. So I will say, all digital console, no.
Yeah, exactly. And again, my thing is, because I don't think pricing's been announced for the console yet, so my thing is, like, this either needs to be smack dab in the middle between, like, the Series S and the Series X, or the Series S just needs to be significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if this thing is coming out, there's no reason to buy a Series S at that point.
No.
Yeah, those were kind of, for me personally, the main highlights of the Xbox showcase.
Gotcha. Yeah, I only had a few from the Summer Game Fest myself, one of which is that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has a release date of October 11th.
Okay.
Also, there's a premium collector edition with a statue of Goku fighting Broly, and some metallic bookmarks and exclusive cards, and all kinds of other stuff, but it's like, why must there be so many editions of things?
Yeah, to get all the money.
Yeah. Don't pre-order, kids.
Yeah, don't pre-order.
Or adults.
Or adults.
Don't do it. We also got a release date for Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is coming out on October 25th.
Oh boy, looking forward to that New Age edge.
It's also interesting because I recognize a couple of the other levels that are in this, and we see from Sonic Heroes, Rail Canyon is there, as well as Kingdom Valley from Sonic 06, and I'm not super surprised about Kingdom Valley, but I am a little surprised and disappointed by Rail Canyon because if, I don't know, maybe it's me, if I was going to put in a Sonic Heroes stage, I'd pick Egg Fleet. And seeing it get snubbed twice hurts.
Breaks the soul a little bit.
Hurts a little bit. Also, it turns out this is going to be cheaper than most mainline AAA releases at this point. The Digital Standard Edition and Physical Day 1 Edition are both $49.99.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
They did make editions, but it is technically a remake of another game, so I'd
fair.
hope. The Digital Deluxe Edition also includes 3 days early access to the game. That one's selling for $59.99, but it's not available for the Switch. At least the early access isn't.
Really?
Yep.
That's strange. I think that might be some Nintendo meddling on that front.
Who knows? Video Games Chronicle also sat down with Sonic Team head Takashi Iizuka to talk about some stuff. It is confirmed Shadow is not going to use a gun in this game.
Oh, then what's the point?
Look, Shadow using guns was actually a very small period of his history, okay?
Ah, but it's also the period that everyone knows him from.
Yeah, I guess. It also turns out that instead of the hub world for Shadow Generations being a 2D side-scrolling segment like in the original Sonic Generations, it's actually going to be a big open zone akin to Sonic Frontiers. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I like the sound of that. Also, Shadow's got some weird new power where he makes, like, venom appendages come out of his back.
We are Shadow.
Venom!
Shadow!
We're Venom! I really wish I could be more excited for those movies, but I do genuinely like that bit. This is Shadow with wings coming out of his back.
Oh boy, let's see. How bad is it? He looks like an armored core, and not in a good way.
Okay. Oh man.
The wings almost look like the back of Reynard's Mercenary, their signature mech and armored core variancer.
Huh.
It looks weird.
It looks organic and gross, and I kind of dig it, honestly.
Yeah, sure.
And by organic, I mean like biological matter, not like it belongs on his design.
Fair.
That shit ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Anyways, the main thing that stuck out to me is that Blumhouse is getting into the gaming industry.
Oh god, with what? Are they also doing a Shadow thing?
No, not Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, they got Blumhouse Games. They are mainly aiming at partnering with low-budget indie developers for console, PC, and mobile devices. And they rolled out a slate. Their debut game is going to be Fear the Spotlight, which looks retro-ish. Apparently it's a homage to classic 90s teen horror stories, and centers around 2 young women named Vivian and Amy as they sneak into a school after hours to solve a disturbing mystery behind a school tragedy that occurred decades before.
Okay.
There's also Sleep Awake, a first-person psychedelic horror, where people disappear in their sleep, so everybody's trying to stay awake.
LSD Dream Simulator intensifies.
Another first-person horror adventure called Chrysol, Theater of Idols. It involves statues of saints that come to life.
Oh, so basically the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, then.
Something like that, I guess.
Okay.
Grave Seasons, a pixelated farming and town simulation game, where in addition to other stuff from town simulation games like relationship building and harvesting crops, players also have to figure out which of the townsfolk is a supernatural serial killer. So...
Okay, that actually does sound a little fun.
So it sounds a little bit like, I don't know, Animal Crossing mixed, or maybe more like, I don't know, what's a good town simulator? Stardew Valley?
Sure.
Like Stardew Valley mixed with werewolf.
Animal Crossing by way of werewolf.
And there's probably some actual wolves in Animal Crossing, though. That's a bad example.
Oh, fair enough.
And then also the simulation, where you're a retired game designer who's brought on to investigate a case because the only evidence found at the crime scene was a never-before-seen horror game.
I mean, is it like your horror game or something like that?
No.
Then what's the point? What?
At least not as far as I know.
Yeah, hey, we need you to bring this in. We need you to look at this because it's like someone else's horror game. I didn't work on it. Why do you think I'm relevant? I don't know. That's what the chief said. Hey, do you think you can have me stand next to Kojima at all?
No, I've been a little too busy for gaming lately, but this all looks like a pretty interesting slate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see how these develop. Maybe I'll pick up some of these as they come out. We'll see.
The Talent Simulator one does sound kind of neat.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm interested in the simulation, and I'm interested in Fear the Spotlight.
Fair. Alrighty.
Oh, also, there's one called Codename Project C. I don't think that's the actual title, but Brandon Cronenberg of Possessor and Infinity Pool is involved.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be as ridiculous as Infinity Pool.
Did you see that one?
I don't think so. I think you saw that.
Yeah, a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
Possessor, though, uncomfortable.
Fair.
Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I had for Summer Game Fest. Because, like I said, I ain't got time to go through everything.
Right.
I do have a little bit of comics news.
Oh boy.
We're getting a second Avengers team again in the comics.
Okay. Should I be concerned?
No, it's a pretty cool lineup.
Okay.
Basically, Steve Rogers' Captain America is putting together a different Avengers team. They're actually operating out of Avengers Mansion, like back in the old days.
Okay.
It's from Steve Orlando, who, among other things, has written the Scarlet Witch series.
Is the Scarlet Witch series good?
I think that one was. I'm trying to remember which one I've read. I think the one I read was the James Robinson one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. Lineup's pretty sick, though, because in addition to Steve Rogers, we've also got The Wasp, Clint Barton Hawkeye, Hercules, She-Hulk, Photon, Wonder Man, Shang-Chi, Night Thrasher, Lightning, and Lightspeed.
Okay. I don't know who, the majority of those people are, but that sounds like a well-balanced cast.
Well, Photon's just Monica Rambeau.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's had all kinds of names. There's Photon, there's Spectrum, there's Captain Marvel. I think she went by Pulsar at one point. Yeah, I had a whole thing about it. You should check that out. There's a Poorly Explained Comics. Wink, wink.
Oh, yep, roger that.
I mean, Hercules, obvious.
Yeah.
Night Thrasher, he was part of the New Warriors. I think he's one of the only survivors of the last major lineup who were all killed in the lead up to Civil War filming a reality show.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a skateboard.
Is it a magical skateboard?
No, it's just a regular skateboard, I think. It might be like an enforced metal skateboard or something. I don't really remember.
Oh, so he can't play Quidditch with a skateboard then?
Nah.
Oh, that's boring.
I don't think so. Wonder Man, he's an actor. He's got ionic energy powers or something of the such. His brother is the supervillain Grim Reaper. He's also the guy who, in the comics, Vision's brain patterns were based off of, so that's neat.
Okay.
And then I don't really know much about Lightning, and all I really know about Lightspeed is that she was part of Power Pack, but...
What's Power Pack?
Kid superhero team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a lot with them lately.
Fair enough.
You know, rumors keep popping up. They're one of those things where it's like, oh, Kevin Feige's interested in a Power Pack project. It's like, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm sure. And Midnight Suns is coming out very soon, wink wink. Yeah. No, conceptually, I like this team. I like the idea of going back to the mansion.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I'll probably check this out.
I keep on forgetting that there was actually an Avengers Mansion.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, when it ever comes to superhero mansions, I think it's because of what I grew up with, watching more than anything as a kid. I always think of, the Great Hall of the Justice League. Oh,
yeah. That's not really a mansion. That's just a giant elaborate museum / office building. The X-Men are the ones with the mansion. And Doctor Strange, I guess.
Right.
Then again, is Sanctum Sanctorum really it doesn't matter. Point is, I don't know if I'll be getting these as individual issues drop, which I know isn't particularly helpful for Alliance longevity, but I only have so much space for single issues that I can't really display properly, so don't at me. Or do.
I'm with that with video games, so I understand.
Anyways, movie stuff.
Movie things.
You know how Adam Wingard wasn't coming back for the next MonsterVerse movie?
I'm guessing he changed his mind.
No, he's still not. They just found somebody else.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, either he changed his mind or someone wrote him the fattest check.
No, they got Grant Sputore.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I apologize. The main thing he seems to be known for is a sci-fi movie that premiered at Sundance and then hit Netflix about 5 years ago, starring Hilary Swank, called I Am Mother, which I'm not familiar with.
Why does that sound familiar?
Have you seen it?
No, I think it was one of those movies where I wanted to see it, but never sat down long enough to actually go see it, or
what
have you.
Pull it up on Netflix, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, that is part of the problem. I am horrifically lazy sometimes when it comes to watching things on Netflix.
Right? It's like, it's right there. It's not going anywhere until it is.
Until it is.
And then it's too much pressure, you know?
Well, it's not helped by the period of Netflix greenlighting every project they get their hands on, and most of them were not great.
And then canceling it after a season?
Yeah.
In the case of shows?
Yeah.
No, that's quite a cough.
Mm.
No, so I don't really have a lot to judge this guy's work on, but, I mean, like I said, Adam Wingard's the only person who's directed multiples of these, and most of the other directors who have done this, and even Adam Wingard, really, I'm not super familiar with their work outside of the MonsterVerse, so... But all those movies are fun.
Fair.
The least fun of them is Gareth Edwards' Godzilla 2014, so... And even then, Rogue One's one of my favorite Star Wars movies, so...
It was a very enjoyable movie that existed solely to fill a 30-plus-year-old plot hole.
Anyways, I'm just glad that the MonsterVerse is continuing.
Yeah. I mean, was there any indication that it wasn't going to?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily known, because remember, it's not like Warner Brothers owns that property. Even Legendary doesn't own it so much as they just license it out from Toho.
Fair.
So it's not implausible that at some point, Japan will decide to take their ball and go home. Bring Rodan back, you cowards. I like Rodan. He's an asshole.
Right. I'm
gonna move on now. You ready for a weird movie that I didn't know was happening?
Somehow that does not narrow it down.
Well, it's called 3 Bags Full, a sheep detective movie.
A sheep detective movie?
Yeah.
Is it anthropomorphic sheep?
I don't know, because it's described as a live-action comedy.
What?
It's got Hugh Jackman, it's got Emma Thompson, it's got Nicholas Braun, it's got Nicholas Galitzine, it's got Hong Chow.
How do they get these people?
I don't know! Apparently, the film follows a shepherd who loves his sheep and raises them only for their wool. Every night he reads aloud a murder mystery, pretending his sheep can understand, never suspecting that not only can they understand, but they argue for hours afterward about who done it. When the shepherd is found dead under mysterious circumstances, the sheep realize at once that it was a murder and think they know everything about how to go about solving it.
Okay.
I have no idea how this is supposed to work in live action. Are they just wearing sheep costumes?
Yeah, that would be my question. Are they wearing sheep
Are they voicing the sheep? Is it like Babe?
Are these like photorealistic CGI sheep?
Oh my god, is this gonna be like Babe?
I mean, if it's like Babe, that wouldn't be too bad.
Babe, wake up, new Babe just dropped.
Yeah, Babe, wake up, new murder mystery Babe just dropped.
Oh my god. Now that I've realized, I'm so used to them going CGI on stuff, it didn't even occur to me that was a possibility. Also, Phil Lord and Chris Miller are executive producing on it, so that's exciting. Alrighty. They make the Spider-Verses.
Oh, okay, that is... Well, I feel like if they do the Spider-Verses, and that means it... No, because it's live action. This doesn't make any sense!
I'm very
What is going on?
But in a delightful way. Hugh Jackman's in it.
Yeah. I feel like that's a weird pull, but at the same time, Hugh Jackman also seems to be the kind of person who's like, yeah, I'll do weird shit. I played Wolverine for like 15 years. I'll do weird shit.
There's something really infuriating about people on the internet being like, oh, I can't believe they dragged poor Hugh Jackman back into playing Wolverine again instead of doing things he actually wants to do. It's like, do you really think he would... Do you really think...
Yeah. Oh...
that if he didn't want to be there, he wouldn't be there.
So, you know what? It's completely random, but it just reminded me. Apparently, you know the Zach Braff and, I forget the name of the man who plays Turk in Scrubs.
Donald Faison?
Yeah, you know
how
you know how they've, like, done, like, the T-Mobile commercials?
Yeah, with John Travolta.
Yeah, well, now...
Oh, God, now that's in there.
Yeah, and now Jason Momoa's in on it, and it's hilarious.
Huh.
It makes me so happy that Jason Momoa does not get typecast.
Dummy boy!
Yeah, I mean, he radiates that energy in this commercial.
Great. Just sneaking up on Henry Cavill in red carpet photos.
Yeah, no. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a dumb commercial, but it's also the thing who goes like, I am genuinely happy that Jason Momoa is not regularly typecast as some, like, big, buff, tough guy.
But no, this is a weird concept. I cannot wait to see how this plays out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is good news.
Well, that's a way to start.
Well, it's Toy Story 5 news.
Oh, God. Okay.
But Andrew Stanton is directing. Allegedly. It was apparently confirmed by Pixar Chief Creative Officer Pete Docter at an advanced screening of Inside Out 2. And that's good, because he directed Finding Nemo and WALL-E.
Okay.
So, while I'm seething with internal, barely disguised contempt at the very thought of a Toy Story 5.
Same.
We could do worse.
We could absolutely do so much worse, especially with him being brought on to direct it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Toy Story 4 for what it is. I just hate Toy Story 4 for the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd say, like, given the option, I feel like we would both vote towards there not being a Toy Story 5 to begin with. But if there's going to be one, that is a talented person to lead the movie.
Yeah, get the guy who made WALL-E at least.
Mm-hmm.
This Pixar sequel plan is looking bleak, let me tell you.
I am not excited for it.
How is it that we've gotten 5 Toy Stories, 3 Cars, 2 Incredibles, 2 Finding Nemos, and not a second Bug's Life?
That is wild.
Right?
I just realized that. That is insane.
I'd say maybe it's because Kevin Spacey, but his character's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Who was Kevin Spacey in Bug's Life?
He was Hopper. He's the grasshopper.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Never realized
now
that.
That's funny.
Oh, damn, that was Kevin Spacey! I can hear the voice and everything.
Are you saying I'm stupid?
Yes.
Do I look stupid to you?
Oh, that's great.
And now I have some minor DC updates, and I think it's thunderstorming, potentially?
It's thundering where I am right now.
Neat. Oh, that's gonna be great to edit out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Florida.
More DC updates.
Oh boy, what do we got?
These are very tiny updates.
Okay.
Both things that James Gunn has confirmed via the social media site Threads.
I keep on forgetting that Threads exists.
Right? I should probably switch to that since Twitter's dying, or at least also get one.
Right.
Or use any of my other socials that I have. I have an Instagram. I've literally never used it for anything.
I am bad at using my personal Instagram, but because I use it more to, like, look at other people's stuff than post my own stuff.
Anyways. Oh wait, this was actually Facebook. Never mind. Basically, a fan asked whether Jonathan Kent was going to be alive in the movie. Superman, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And James Gunn responded with, well, I don't think I'd hire Pruitt to play a dead person for an entire film.
But the thought of it, though...
Now, that doesn't technically mean he's going to be alive the whole movie. It could just mean he dies part of the way through the movie. I'm kind of hoping he's alive. I don't know. I'll fully admit, I am not the most learned and seasoned scholar of Superman.
Okay.
But I always felt that having the Kents be deceased was not strictly necessary. Don't get me wrong, I like how Superman the movie handled it, and I think also the comics, where Pa Kent dies of a heart attack. And basically, I like that idea as a way of establishing that even for all of Superman's powers, there are still limits and that he cannot save everybody.
Right.
But I also don't think it's a foundational tragedy.
No, not at all.
It's not like the Waynes. Like, okay, the Waynes have to die. If the Waynes don't die, you don't have Batman.
Yeah.
If Uncle Ben doesn't die, you don't have Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But if Pa Kent's still alive, you still have a Superman.
Yeah, just maybe a slightly more aloof Superman, if anything.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I'm probably a little biased because one of my favorite episodes of the animated Justice League series from the early 2000s was the Christmas episode where Superman brings Martian Manhunter home for the holidays.
That's right.
That was really sweet. I like that. And I know it didn't really need Pa Kent being alive, but I like the idea of them getting to be grandparents to John, and not aging John Kent up to be an adult, because what a stupid idea that was. Oh, no, wait, he's not an adult, but he's a teen? A late teen, I think, now? He got artificially aged up by Jor-El.
Oh, really?
Who was alive, or something. I don't know, I am not as big a DC fan as I am a Marvel fan.
That's fair.
Anyways, the other small bit of confirmation, although this one was probably, I don't know how much I'd call it a confirmation, but basically, somebody asked about the possibility of seeing Wonder Woman in Creature Commandos, but then said, but I don't suppose she's been cast yet, and Gunn responded with, correct.
Okay.
So, Gal Gadot sounds like officially out.
Yeah, I would say that's about as official as it gets at that point.
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't a bad Wonder Woman.
No, not at all.
If anything, a lot of her issues were writing, but...
Yeah, no.
And dialogue.
As I say, she played her character As directed, I would say.
84, kinda. 84 wasn't great. I feel like... I do feel like part of it's just the thing of, like, nothing was gonna save Wonder Woman 84.
Right.
But nothing was gonna save... People are gonna die all over the world, but I refuse to get my powers back by giving up my boyfriend who's been dead for 70 years.
Yeah. There's no saving
that
writing
really
like that.
was a thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I don't know. I don't think it's any particularly great loss. And if you're gonna recast Superman and Batman, you might as well recast Wonder Woman.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I get it. I understand the complaints from a certain perspective of keeping the Peacemaker cast, but jettisoning everything else. But the thing is, nobody really cares about Peacemaker.
Right.
The only reason people care about Peacemaker is because of that portrayal. And kneecapping that portrayal just to get somebody else to do it, you might as well not even bother.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's fine. I'm fine with that. Let's go to trailer time.
Trailer time.
It's trailer time again. We've got movie previews to watch. It's trailer time again. This one's not usually in the wheelhouse of what I'd cover, but we did get a first look at Among Us.
Okay, this is like the 50-second trailer or whatever, right?
Yeah. The one with no
I just want to
dialogue.
make sure I was looking at the right thing.
The one with no dialogue that then turns around and goes, but look at the stellar fucking cast we got that you didn't hear anything from.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the thing that made me go, it's like, this is real, right? This trailer is kind of whack, and I don't know, like, if this is, like, a fake out or not. And the freaking, like, cast that shows up at the end is like, okay, for real, is this happening or not?
No, that's real. That's legit.
That's terrifying.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it just? Absolutely nuts. I do like the animation style, though. I mean, it's very true to the game, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could probably just file that under honorable mention. Or, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel like divvying this up when we get to it. Anyways, we also got a 60-second Best Friends Day trailer-ish for Deadpool and Wolverine.
With a weird-ass remix of Black and Yellow.
I don't like it.
I did not care for it either.
But it's also confirmed we got Lady Deadpool.
So, I must be blind? Because it's like, I don't think I saw Lady Deadpool in it.
She was the one, it was just the pair of legs in the sandstorm or whatever.
Oh, that was it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Naturally, everybody's trying to figure out who it is. Some people are speculating Taylor Swift. Some people are speculating Blake Lively because she's Ryan Reynolds' wife.
I mean, Blake Lively I feel like would be more realistic, but I would love it if it was Taylor Swift.
Well, Entertainment Weekly apparently just confirmed Taylor Swift isn't in the movie, so...
She is not in the movie.
Yeah, apparently not.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
The main reason anybody wanted her was to be Dazzler, and... Yeah, I can see the Vision.
Yeah.
No great loss if we don't get the Vision, you know?
Yeah, no, fair.
Ideally, Dazzler's a cool enough character where she could carry her own, at least series. Also a role, like, as a supporting character in X-Men movies. And do you really want to have to work around Taylor Swift's schedule for that?
That's fair. That is completely fair.
I guess in theory, because Deadpool and Wolverine is presumably about protecting the multiverse or whatever, you could theoretically just have it be a one-off like John Krasinski, but then you'd never get people shutting up about wanting her back, so...
As I say, I could see her having a quick cameo because of that, if anything.
Yeah, but again, nobody will ever shut up about it. You put her in one... It's like John Krasinski, you know? Once we got him, all anybody wants is John Krasinski back. Well, not anybody, but you know what I mean.
Right.
There was a very loud contingent who's like, just get John Krasinski back. It's like, the whole reason he agreed to do this was because it was a one-off, guys. I get it. He'd be fantastic. No pun intended. A little bit of pun intended. But it's just not happening. And I have my own gripes with Pedro Pascal in this particular role at this particular time, but I'm sure he'll do fine. Yeah. So, it's fine.
Yeah. No.
Everything's good. Calm down. Just, everybody stay calm. Everybody just stay fucking calm!
Just stay the fuck calm.
Yeah, that's the one. We also got a trailer for... I am so sad that this played in front of Ride or Die, because I was really hoping to get your opinion on Piece by Piece with zero context.
I mean...
I guess I kind of did, but I feel like it's a different experience in the movie theater.
Yeah, it's still weird as hell, because I had no idea this movie was being made, and it's like, I want to tell my story with Lego pieces. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
And it's Pharrell Williams.
Wait, this is a Pharrell Williams biographical movie in Lego? Shit, this might be the most creative thing I've seen in, like, years.
I feel weirdly cynical about it, if I'm honest.
I mean, I do too, in all honesty, because I'm not horrifically familiar with Pharrell Williams' discography or anything like that, but I've heard enough to be like, I don't see how you're gonna tell his story, and especially have some of, like, his trademark songs in it, while also still having it lean towards being a kid's movie. Because I don't care if it's supposed to be, like, just a different take on telling a biographical movie. If you're having Lego pieces or Lego characters in your movie significantly, then it's by definition a kid's movie at that point.
Ooh, now you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want a Lego adaptation of an R-rated property.
Damn.
Now the gears are turning.
Yeah, damn it. You're right.
And now I'm thinking, Lego Jurassic Park.
But with actual gore?
What would you have to do to make a Lego movie? I mean, language obviously is an easy way to do it.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, on-screen depiction of things, what would you have to do to get a Lego movie be rated R?
Ooh.
Would you have to paint genitals on them?
As I say, you probably have to be some kind of blocky Lego sex or something like that.
Huh. Who do we have to write angry letters to make this happen?
You know what's unfortunate is that I don't think Lego would ever agree to it, but I could see them being more interested in it than Disney would, as an example.
Oh yeah, no. I'm pretty sure Universal has the rights to Lego movies right now. Unless they sat on it so long that it lapsed.
Maybe. I don't know, I could see...
Who's distributing this?
Oh, that's a good question.
Universal's Focus Features label, and Universal's handling international. Okay, so Universal does still have it, which means we could still do Lego Jurassic Park.
Fair. No, I am definitely interested in this movie. I feel like it's going to be one of those movies where I will happily go see it and still be confused as hell during the entire piece.
That one bit where he's apparently giving his kid a bath and just spins around, and then the kid's wearing pajamas with and holding a rubber duck, and his, I presume, wife just turns to the camera and goes, "That feels great." It's like, that's cursed.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
cursed.
that is nightmare fuel. That is either nightmare fuel or one hell of a new meme.
No, I'm weirdly entranced by this, though.
Yeah, same. Honestly, same.
Oh, it comes out October. That makes sense. Happy spooky season. Oh, Gwen Stefani's in this.
That's the other thing that has me interested in it for some of these people. Like, Gwen Stefani's in it, Timbaland is in it, Kendrick Lamar's in it, Jay-Z is in it, Busta Rhymes is in it.
Busta Rhymes?
Yes. Noriega, no, not that Noriega, is in this movie. And it's like, when's the last time Noriega has been in anything? I don't think he's made music for a while. Noriega is like the Lego who has the black cap that says N-O-R-E on it.
Okay.
Yeah. When's the last time he even made anything? 2018.
Also, Daft Punk's in it, and they split up.
Yeah, you know what? I could see it being a thing where Daft Punk shows up as one of the bands that Pharrell Williams listened to. Because I know that he definitely dipped his toes in some electronic experimental music as well.
Well, but it says they're appearing as themselves. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was actually featured on one of Daft Punk's songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Get Lucky.
Oh, right!
Yeah.
Neat!
Yeah, Get Lucky and Lose Yourself to Dance.
Okay. And wait, we also got a trailer for Alien Romulus.
Nope.
I'm on board. I'm excited.
You're gonna see that alone.
Damn. So I guess that means we're not doing Alien for Cinema Synergy that month.
Probably not.
Damn it.
So, thing is, while I have a respect for the Alien movies, I'm not big into that. That trailer was all kinds of nope for me, personally.
Well, I guess that narrows it down to either The Crow or some M. Night Shyamalan movie. Let us know in the comments if you have an opinion, which one you'd rather see for August.
Yes, what Cinema Synergy do you want that will not make me scream like a bitch?
I'm not saying we'll do it, but I am saying your opinion will be taken into consideration.
Indeed.
No, I like this a lot.
I mean, I will say it looks good. It does look good.
I love the effects. I love the looks of the alien. The face huggers and the whatever it is. I like Alien and I like Aliens, and I think I've watched at least bits and pieces of Prometheus and Covenant. But I wouldn't call myself the world's biggest Alien fan. I'm not super up on the lore. I keep thinking that the robot people are called replicants and having to remind myself, no, that's Blade Runner. I think it's Blade Runner.
I think it's Blade Runner. I still need to watch both of those movies, too.
I watched the first one and fell asleep partway through. Which is why I haven't watched the second one.
Fair.
But someday, possibly, we'll see. No, I love the atmosphere. The only part of this trailer that throws me off is the very beginning, where the guy goes, "Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?" You know I don't. That sentence doesn't follow that question.
Yeah, no.
You have clearly spliced something from later in the movie in, or she doesn't know how sentence structure works. And I know it's a stupid nitpick, but right at the very beginning, it took me right out.
You're right.
But then the rest of it pulled me right back in, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it pulled you in violently. Like a face hugger.
Yeah! Or a xenomorph. I know that one. I know that's what one of those is called. I just don't know what the other one's called.
Right.
I know there's multiple types. No, I'm very much looking forward to this. I will definitely go see this one by myself if I have to.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Great. Hope everybody looks forward to me explaining to Greg in gruesome, vicious detail how this goes down. And then we also got a trailer, and I think we saw this one in front of a movie that we saw last week. Yeah, I think we saw it in front of In a Violent Nature, but it only just officially released online this week, was the trailer for Oddity.
Oh, yeah.
I find this deeply unsettling, and I cannot wait.
I feel like there's bad decisions being made.
In the sense of...
I don't know. Oh, good lord. I don't know, it's one of those things where it looks interesting, it looks terrifying. I'm pretty sure that corpse is going to pull off something ex machina shit.
Mummy ex machina?
Yeah, like, mummy ex machina indeed.
Deus ex mumina? Well, I guess for something going wrong, it'd be Diabolus ex mumina.
Okay, now that's a mouthful.
No, it's Diabolus ex machina. It's devil in the machine, functionally.
Oh, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, I stole it from TV Tropes. I don't know if they stole it from somewhere else, but that's where I stole it from.
TV Tropes is a dangerous website.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I have no idea about the director for this. I have no idea who any of the actors are.
I'm looking it up. It's like, wait, who's Damien McCarthy? The only person here who has a Wikipedia page is Willem Lee, who is apparently a British actor. Oh, he played Brian May in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, that's the only thing I know him from then.
Yeah.
Oh, he was also in Isle of Dogs, but I don't know who.
DC Block. Who the hell was DC Block?
No clue.
I mean, it looks cool. It looks creative.
Yeah.
I am cautiously optimistic on this. I feel like I have more of a chance to see this than Alien, that is for sure.
Fair. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised after In a Violent Nature, but I guess, that's probably enough for a while, huh?
Yeah, just a tad.
Fair. Let's go to box office.
Box office?
If I was ever gonna do a jingle for that, that'd be it.
Hell yeah.
We did see the highest grossing movie domestically this weekend, because it was Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh boy.
$56.5 million domestic total and domestic weekend, and it's currently sitting at $105.1 million worldwide.
What's its budget?
I want to say somewhere around 100 mil.
Oh, okay. Well, that's already encouraging.
Yeah, everybody seems really surprised by this, but I mean, I guess it's kind of surprising in the sense of, I feel like the thing is, Bad Boys for Life was a pretty damn big success.
Yes.
I like how people are like, did we all just forget Bad Boys for Life was one of the highest grossing movies of 2020? It's like, well, yeah, but come on.
Yeah.
Highest grossing movie of 2020 doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, no, considering all
that means it came out in the first 3 months of 2020.
Yeah, it's like, that doesn't... If you're trying to qualify money made in 2020, 2020 automatically disqualifies a movie from discussion.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad people are seeing this one, if only because that means it staves off the death of movie theaters.
For now, ...
Little disappointed none of y'all turned out for Furiosa, but also, I mean, as we've said before, Fury Road itself wasn't a big box office draw. It was popular after the fact, but that doesn't immediately translate to box office success. I get it. I understand. I get it.
Y'all need taste.
I mean, if I'm honest, I'd say on an enjoyment factor, these movies are relatively equal.
Oh, yeah. No, I would say so, too.
Furiosa's a better movie by a wide margin.
Yes, but Bad Boys is a much more,
Bad Boys!
It's that! It's literally fucking that!
It's literally talking about Bad Boys and then just hearing Bad Boys in the background.
In the background, when one of your buddies is like, alright, this is funny, the other one's like, no, this is killing this scene right now.
Oh, man.
Nope. So we saw Bad Boys.
We did, and much to my surprise, this is currently sitting at the bottom, but it's currently sitting in my top 10 of the year.
I would definitely say this is in my top 10. This is definitely one of the most enjoyable movies I've watched the entire year so far.
Actually, it's not even dead bottom. It's at number 9.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure it'll stay there, but, I mean, Immaculate keeps hanging on, so anything's possible, I guess.
Just hanging on for dear life.
Eventually, there comes a point when I start reevaluating other things and being like, okay, did I really like it that much? Am I not giving enough credit to something else? And that's how Some Other Woman got knocked off the top 10, but...
Yeah, fair. But yeah, no, this movie's fun.
This is a really fun time.
Yes, it is,
We just recently talked some shit about the original Bad Boys. Feel free to check it out. It's our Cinema Synergy episode, and it is not doing great, and I'd really like to see that change, but hey, no big deal if not.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there. Just watch it.
Maybe there's a link in the description. Who knows?
Just watch it. Just watch it.
Yeah. You know, if you feel like it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this movie's a good time. It's amazing. I couldn't help but think about it, how it's like, because we talked about it a little bit after the fact. Bad Boys 1, not great. Bad Boys 2, from what we can recollect, it's like okay, but mid at best.
From what you can recollect, I never saw it.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Like, from what I remember, it's kind of mid at most. I probably need to rewatch it in all honesty. 3 and 4, however, are amazing.
3 was a fun time, I remember, but watching this, I also realized that maybe it's because I haven't seen the whole franchise, but I found myself constantly having to remind myself, okay, what happened last time? I mean, I remember the people from Ammo.
Right.
I don't remember their names, but I remember them.
Yeah, we remember their characters.
I don't remember Rita, but it seems like she's from previous movies.
Yeah, no, she was in 3.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember her.
If I remember right, she was the main love interest in 3. Or Will Smith's main love interest, more accurately.
Oh, okay. No, it's really funny because at the start of this movie is Mike Lowry getting married, and when we meet his bride, I just leaned over and I went, is she from any of the other movies? Was she in 3? And you went, no, I don't think so. And I went, oh, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't remember her.
No, Mike got married to his physical therapist from when he got shot.
Yeah.
I guess in 3?
No, I'm looking it up right now, and as far as I can tell, this woman did not actually appear at any point in 3.
No, but I mean, like, from when he got shot in 3, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I know she didn't appear in, just like, oh boy. Anyways, we'll get to that. And then Marcus, because he's terrible and doesn't take care of himself, has a heart attack at the wedding, and has a vision where he's told it's not his time by a returning, despite his character being dead, Joe Pantoliano as Captain Conrad Howard. And so Marcus adopts the idea that he cannot die.
Which is a bit of a joke that goes on for a little bit too long.
It goes on a little too long. I will say, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I say that in spite of Marcus for the most part.
Yes.
From what I've seen of these, and from what I can remember, from what I've seen that I remember, Marcus is my least favorite part of all of these, because he's just dumb.
He's dumb, and more often than not, minimally, moderately insufferable.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, complications arise. Captain Howard gets framed for collusion with the cartels or something, and since he's dead and can't defend himself, Mike and Marcus take it upon themselves to do so.
Yeah, they take it upon themselves to do so. Hilarity, craziness, gunfights, and just all-around tomfoolery ensues.
Yeah. And also having to butt heads with the rest of authority, because, yeah, they're cops, but, you know, they're the good cops.
Yes, indeed.
Who just go brandishing their fucking guns around whenever.
Yeah, and just being completely reckless.
Terrible. Terrible. Pretty fun, though.
Oh, good time. It's a fun movie. This movie's genuinely hilarious.
You know, Rita's new boyfriend is Eoin Grufford, Mr. Fantastic from the 2005 movie.
That explains everything.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know how, but it just does.
They got a lot of people back for this. DJ Khaled's back for this.
What do you mean he's back? Was he in the last one?
I thought he was.
Hold on, I need to remind myself of this. Because I just remember making... Well, no, that's kind of a spoiler.
I'm pretty sure he was.
If I somehow forgot DJ Khaled, oh my god, he was. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I'm disappointed in myself for forgetting about... Maybe I erased DJ Khaled being in 3 from my memory.
We even get a cameo from Michael Bay himself.
Yeah.
Driving a Porsche.
Yes, in a Porsche, in like a really funny callback, and for us, a very timely callback to the first movie.
Yeah. About the only person who's not back is Teresa Randall. She's been replaced by Tasha Smith as Marcus's wife.
You know what? I was thinking it's like, something, you don't seem correct.
That's why.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you're here? It's like, nope, we're just gonna get through it. Don't talk about it. Don't worry about it. Or however it went with Rhodey.
Yeah, I'm here, it's me, I'm over it, let's move on.
Yeah.
Now, this is a really fun time. It's stupid as hell.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
And yet, there's a real charm here. Unlike in the original Bad Boys, by this point, I actually buy into the Will Smith-Martin Lawrence chemistry, probably because at this point, they've done enough of these to play off each other well.
Yeah.
And Will Smith is really good at the puckering his face in disgust and disappointment face.
Right.
Quite good at that. The action's pretty bonkers. There's some really, really good one-liners.
There's a lot of solid zingers in this movie.
Jacob Scipio turns in a really good job as Mike's son, Armando. And there's a really good struggle from Will Smith to reconcile trying to do right by his son with his son historically having been kind of a fucking monster.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit of like a murderous psychopath.
But only a little bit of a monster. Trying to think, there was another performance that I wanted to give a lot of credit to, but I don't remember what it was. Probably Rhea Seehorn, who, as Judy Howard, is absolutely insufferable, but she's just doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Per the script, so I can't fault her for that.
Yeah.
Does a really good job of being an absolute ice-cold fucking bitch.
Yeah. Oh, also, I mean, for me, I'd say it'd be wrong not to mention Dennis Green as Reggie.
Oh, you're right, that's who I was thinking of. God damn it, Reggie is really good in this.
Yeah, and apparently at this point in the movie, he's a master sergeant in the Marine Corps, which explains a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw somebody suggest a Sons of Bad Boys spinoff or something like that with Armando and Reggie, and I was like, you know what?
I'd be down for that.
I'd watch that.
I would watch that so hard.
Yeah. And he doesn't really, I wouldn't call it an arc, but...
It's a mini arc.
You know what, I will call it an arc.
It's an arc. It's a mini arc.
It's got a real good arc.
He's got a solid...
God, I wish I had my notes.
Uh.
Like the previous movie, this one starts off with a blatant, absolutely horrifying disregard for other motorists.
Yes, indeed.
Also, at Mike's wedding, maybe it's because I didn't watch Bad Boys 2, but I feel like it's kind of weird to have a picture of your dead boss at your wedding.
I mean, I understand what they're going for from the sentiment standpoint, because it is established Captain Conrad did a lot for them, and Mike and Marcus were his two most trusted detectives, but for someone who's, like, coming in with zero context, like, if this is their first movies, they're probably going to be at least a little weirded out by that.
This isn't even my first movie of these, and I was a little weirded by it. Hell, apparently this is 3 years after the last one.
Oh, really?
So that makes it a little even weirder.
Fair.
I don't know. Oh, we got John Sally back as Fletcher.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was a good cameo.
Is that a spoiler?
Slightly?
Huh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
I mean, I didn't spoil anything huge about this, like the fact that, okay, you know, I'm not going to say who it is, but I will say I called who was behind the whole thing from Orbit.
Yes, he did.
First scene that the person shows up, I'm like, ah.
Yeah, literally the moment that the person inhaled, you're like, oh, he's the bad guy.
I just lean over, have they been in any of the previous movies? No. Oh. Then they did it.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt so good. I actually overreached a little bit on my prediction and tried to pin Marcus's heart attack on them too, which wasn't correct, but let me tell you, when I found out I got it right, it's like Christmas came early.
Indeed.
Okay, you know what? No, that's a spoiler. I'm not going to talk about my favorite camera technique in this movie.
I can't think of anything else I want to say right away. Do you want to go to the spoilers, or...?
Yeah, alright. All in all, this is 100% worth seeing.
Oh,
this is a wild ride, or die.
Shut the hell up.
No.
This movie's great. This movie is genuinely great.
It is. You should 100% go see it. Just, it's not Ibsen, as a certain horseman would say, but...
Yeah, it is very much kind of a turn-your-brain-off type of movie. But
at this point, they're all that.
Mm-hmm.
All the bad boys have been that. This one just actually works at getting me to turn off my brain. So if you don't want to be spoiled on Bad Boys Ride or Die, make sure to click away in 3, 2, 1. I called it was Mr. Fantastic from fucking Orbit, I tell you what. I didn't realize it was Mr. Fantastic, but I knew it was him.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny, too, because there's a couple moments where it's like, for me personally, they're showing him working with Mike and Marcus on the case and all that. And it's just like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's him, but it's like, man, it couldn't be him. And then later on, it's like, oh yeah, it's definitely fucking him.
Nah, when he does the whole, I'm sticking my neck out here, so don't fuck this up for me. That was like, okay, and now, those guys are on the plane. Yeah, he did it. Mm-hmm. He done did it. He did done do it.
Yeah, and in hindsight, that is like a pretty big telegraph of it.
I feel like Marcus works a little bit better in this because I can actually buy maybe he's suffering from some brain damage.
Yeah, I could see that too. It's also a thing of, I don't know. I know what he was going for, and from what I've been reading up on this movie, a lot of people were really receptive to like Martin Lawrence's portrayal, and apparently a lot of people were like, man, he's hilarious in this. I'm like, I mean, he is, but a lot of times it goes straight to insufferable.
No, at points it does, but he does a lot better job in this one, at least compared to the first one, which is the one I remember the most of now.
Yes. Wink, wink,
of
nudge,
actually making me laugh through the stupidity, where it's like, you're out of line, but at least you're funny.
Yeah, and it's like, with the first one, it's like, no, you're just kind of dumb.
Souls don't have dicks. I'm pretty sure my soul has a dick, Marcus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so kind of rolling with that, yeah. Marcus has a heart attack, and he gets into this whole thing about how, after surviving his heart attack and seeing Captain Howard on the other side, he just goes in this crazy thing of, it's not my time to die. Fate determines when it's my time to go, and he's just convinced he can't die. Which leads to a couple fun challenges, one of which, Will Smith holding a gun to his head, is like, so let me get this straight. If I put a hole in your head right now with this gun, you will not die. And he's like, fate determines what happens next. And it's just like, even I'm there like, Mike, just fucking shoot him. Just please fucking shoot him.
Pull the fucking trigger.
And then it's like, he finally just kind of like is over it and lets Marcus go, and he puts his gun away. He's like, I told you fate had something to do with it, which led to a civilian behind him, who, by the way, the guy I was freaking out about, even though I can't remember his name, that's Kabi Lame.
Don't know who that is.
You might have seen like the little shorts. He's a Senegalese-born Italian, not even really comedian, social media personality, because apparently he's huge on Instagram and TikTok. His whole thing is just kind of doing silent mime mockings of other people. Like the whole thing of how he just like shrugged his shoulders and got all wide-eyed, that's his shtick. Okay. And that was the thing that made me go, I was like, really? They got this motherfucker for this movie. That was a thing.
Dorn and Kelly are a thing, apparently.
Which was very funny.
It was great, because Mike and Marcus are on the run because they get framed for helping Armando escape, when in actuality it was Mr. Fantastic's attack dog doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But they try to get Dorn to let them in, and they end up barging in. He's like, guys, it's really not a good time right now. It's not a good time for us either. And then she just comes down in a bathrobe.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh! We've been dating for, like, what did they say, like a couple weeks or a couple months or something like that.
I thought it was a year.
Oh, that would make more sense.
I don't remember, though. It could have been a few weeks.
Yeah, and...
It hasn't compromised her, except for that one time in the van.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not sorry. Doesn't she, like, slap his ass right after that, too?
I think so.
I'm just sitting here like, I mean, y'all do y'all, literally and figuratively.
I mean, you're banging Vanessa Hudgens, good for you, man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, that was very funny. Again, I feel like it leans into it. There's a lot of great, like, moments and lines in this movie. That whole sequence, Tiffany Haddish holding a gun to all of them, and looking at Armando going, I was like, I said if you live, holla at me!
Holla at me!
Just like, what?
That was really good.
That was very funny. Oh, God.
The whole thing, the final shootout and what have you takes place in a Gator amusement park, basically, that's been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
And we get one of my favorite bits. There's an FPS section of this game, or of this movie.
You know, that's a fitting mess up of language to use, though.
Yeah.
Because it just goes straight into hardcore Henry mode.
Yeah, I don't have my notes, but I wrote, damn, this bitch got the hardcore Henry cam.
Yeah, no, that whole thing was great.
And we get Martin Lawrence trying to turn away an alligator and thinking it worked, and then he gets his arm chomped on anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's extremely obvious what's going to happen, but it's still great when it happens, because it's like, you know what, Marcus? I'm sorry, but you kind of deserve that.
Yeah. Be gone, Gator. I rebuke you.
Yeah, and he's just like, see, now that's how you tame a gator. A gator immediately starts chomping on his arm.
Ah!
Yeah, it's just like, that gator's racist.
It's an albino alligator, by the way.
Yeah, it's an albino alligator. And Mike just looks at him just with a face of like, are you fucking serious right now?
Reggie gets an absolute slaughterfest in this movie.
Yes, he does. And it's great. Because, again, it's a thing of, it's established that, like, he's been in the Marine Corps, and it's like, he's been in the Marine Corps, he's seen combat, they said it's said early in the movie that he just came back from a tour in Yemen. Marcus just calls up the house, is like, Reggie, you've got incoming. I need you to get everyone to safety. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, it doesn't matter, get everyone to safety now. And he just activates.
Snaps in a fucking active duty mode. Yes, sir. And then just fucking goes hunter-killer mode on him.
Yeah, it just, like, slaughters a bunch of mercs coming after the family in the most gratuitous way possible.
It was amazing.
Annihilates them, and at the very end, gives a salute to Marcus's established hidden camera, which raises the question
It's not even Marcus's camera, it's Dorn's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was at Dorn's house.
Oh, that's right.
Unless he's got Ring camera. No, wait,
No,
you're right.
Right.
They hacked into Marcus's. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but it's still a thing of, like, how does he know where the camera is?
Yeah, I don't think Marcus ever showed him. That's impressive.
Yeah, no.
And then it gets a really great payoff at the end where
oh yeah,
Marcus
it's one of the best chaos I've ever seen.
Marcus and Mike are arguing over who gets to use the grill at the park, and then Reggie's standing there with a tray full of chicken, and they try to brush him off, and then he's just still standing there, and it's
they're like, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm looking for permission to cook my chicken, sir. And they're just like, yeah, you just help with like the table and all that. And I'm just saying, they're like, are you fucking... First off, how are you going to deny a man the ability to cook his chicken? And second, this fucker just killed like 10 people in your house without breaking a sweat. And they realize that.
Yeah, no, it's great because they're just like, you still there, huh? Yeah. Seems like you're not fixing to do anything about it. No, I'm not. He killed 15 people, Mike. Yeah, he does have something in his eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it's like, at that point, it's like, thank you.
And then they're just like, yeah, go ahead, Reggie, you can do whatever. And the camera, like, zooms in on his face, and he smiles, and it's just the best, gotcha, bitch smile ever.
It's like just the most chef's kiss ending ever. You know what, Reggie? You've gotten so much shit in, like, these last 3 movies. You earned that shit. You earned that shit, dude, and then some.
Grill that chicken.
Mm-hmm.
No, really, aside from Marcus, the only point where I really got furious was Conrad's daughter, Judy, who's part of the U.S. Marshals, is basically leading the manhunt for Armando, Mike, and Marcus are on the run, and she's determined she's basically looking for an excuse to shoot Armando because he killed her dad, which, okay, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I get that.
I get you're upset.
Yeah, it's shown a little bit, too, that she's kind of picked up on her dad's shit. Especially, like, during the bit where they investigate the helicopter crash, she's just sitting like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, you shouldn't be on this case at all, actually. You really ought to...
significant conflict of interest.
Don't get me wrong, Mike and Marcus shouldn't be on this case either, but they're on the run.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, nobody should be involved in this one. None of you should be involved in this.
Yeah.
But anyways, at the end of the movie, Armando puts himself in the line of fire to help save Judy's daughter, who's been taken captive. And they're hiding in the trees or what have you. And Judy finds them, pulls her gun. They have to spend a full fucking minute talking her down, despite the fact that her daughter is standing between her and this guy going, Mom, no, he saved my life. He's not what you think he is. He didn't. And it's just like, okay, fine, I get that. But then, Mike decides to help his son escape in a little boat and looks at her and she goes, just do it before I change my mind. Bitch!
Yeah.
Who the fuck you think you are?
Yeah, it's like, I understand not wanting to shoot him, but it's like, no, first off, you don't really get to make that call. And second, the dude should be in handcuffs hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, he killed some fucking people. He killed a lot of people, actually.
It's Like, he killed 37 people. You killed 37
that
people that they know about.
Yeah. I know she's not really a cop, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, she's law enforcement.
Are marshals cops? They're not cops.
They're federal cops.
Yeah. Oh, that's even worse. Never mind, I hate her even more.
Oh.
No, she deserves it.
Mm.
Bad guy's he's kind of a nothing burger too, isn't he? The main heavy, Mr. Fantastic's also kind of a nothing burger enemy in this, but...
Yeah, he is. Again, besides you calling it from fucking orbit.
Still proud.
Yeah, as you should be.
Reggie smiling when he gets to grill his chicken is me realizing I called the villain. Just...
He attacks Rita at one point, which, leading up to that, Marcus just does a wonderful double burn when they realize, like, who the informant is that's been leaking all of the things that Mike and Marcus have been doing to the cartel, with Marcus just going, damn, she's got bad taste in it. It's like, man, how are you gonna do your dude cold like that standing next to him? I mean, well done. It's deserved.
He's out of line, but he's right.
He's out of line, but he's very right. And, you know, she realizes what's going on, and he starts to attack her. He gets subdued and all. And you kind of hear what I kind of call like, the domestic violence talk, or like talk down, or what have you, where she's like, I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to hit you, I just lost control and all that. And it's looking like Rita's actually about to forgive him. And then you just look into the background and see like the other ammo cops, you're like, and we got it. We got a 99% match in his voice. And she just goes, I don't give a shit about anything, you son of a bitch. And it's like, yes!
Alright, good for you, girl.
Good for you, girl.
You do not need him.
Yes, now get you a guy that actually cares about you.
Thank God you didn't fall for that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really fun time.
Oh, it was great.
I really wish I had my notebook, but that's my fault.
Not bad for off-the-cuff descriptions.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No, I don't think so.
No piss filters in this one.
Yeah, well, not
okay,
until, like,
half a piss filter.
Half a piss filter.
In one shot.
At the very end, during what's supposed to be a really, like, evocative, emotional scene of just Mark's be like, we're the bad boys.
Oh, how could I have forgotten? When Mike's wife gets kidnapped by the bad guys and is being held hostage, he's standing there, doesn't know what to do. He's been having panic attacks throughout the movie because he feels like he's cursed to hurt everybody he cares about. And Mark's trying to give a pep talk, and he starts doing the Bad Boys theme song. And while he's doing that, as he says a line, you just hear in the background, Bad Boys! And it's just like, it's the most disruptive shit to the flow of the scene ever.
Yeah.
Because it's the kind of shit you expect in a parody.
It basically was, once again, a rehash of the Dalmatians Killed Me Mom scene, only in a different light, because once again, you're laughing your ass off, but instead of me being distraught, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, no, but I'm laughing my ass off, and I'm half expecting Will Smith to tilt his head to look for the source of the music. Because it happens twice!
Yes.
They did it once, and it's like, no. And then, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bad Boys! Stop it! Just fucking stop! Oh,
also,
man.
they got Reba to do the Bad Boys theme.
Right, yeah. When they bust into the trailer park to steal clothes, and there's the cover playing while Armando saves their asses, because they're really bad at it.
Yes, indeed.
That was good.
It's off for a mixtape.
Alright, now I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think we covered everything of significance.
Yeah, this one's definitely worth watching. Check it out, if you haven't already, which you might have.
Yeah, absolutely go see it if you have not.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for listening, everybody. If you like this, make sure to share the video around. That really does help. Next week, I'm pretty sure it's Inside Out 2.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, probably. I do want to see Inside Out 2. It's not like it's like, oh, I guess I got it. Like, I genuinely do want to see it. It's not like I'm reluctantly going, oh, what if, fine, I guess.
Right.
But regardless, this has been Under the Bridge with Cody, aka the Scarlet Troll.
And with Greg, aka Greg.
And we'll catch you all next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.